we have to give you. Patrice, would you like to?
Hey, TV Land.
Okay, we're going to start off with something different today. I'm going to do one of my songs, my Christmas song. I did it. Well, anyway, you. This is live, so you can tell me what you think about it. Christmas is coming. It will soon be here. We will have fun. All our loved ones will be near. But all I want for Christmas is your sweet, unselfish love. Mm. I know you love me. This I believe is true. Smile and be happy. You will get what you want to. But all I want for Christmas is your sweet, unselfish love. Well, Christmas is the most joyous time of the year. Put aside your troubles and all of your fears. You've been so very good, and you deserve some happiness too. Even if I have to play Santa Claus, I will make all of your dreams come true. Yes, Christmas is coming, girl. It is not very far. So please stay, my love. Please stay as sweet as you are. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is your sweet, unselfish love. Thank you, Tubby.
All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He wrote that up.
Yeah, that was a while back. I've never had an opportunity to do it.
Well,
like
you
I
can do
would
it
like.
now.
Well,
You can do it now.
yeah, you see, I was doing acapella. But getting back to this UD amnesty bill, like like I'm still harping on that because, like this week, they said that the city was putting together some makeshift houses or some tents for all the people that's around there down the expressway. That so many different tents, and this is to try to stop so many people from freezing to death because like we've had a couple of chilly days. I should say chilly days because they wasn't as cold as what we get ready to experience. And see, since I've been here and I've been studying and fighting for this UD amnesty bill, over 1,000 people have died from freezing to death, being homeless.
And more than that since 1991, right?
1990, well, I started checking on since 1994.
Okay.
But let me tell you something, talking with your audience. One of the main reasons that we have so many homeless people is because of these UDs.
Well,
these UDs is a travesty, and it's a direct travesty on our constitutional rights. Because by law, we, like if we pay taxes, we pay taxes on everything. Do you know we are even paying to breathe, and we don't even know that we're paying to breathe, but we are. Like every water faucet, we paying the money on that. Every time we go to a park, we paying on that. So why can't we use some of these park facilities to house some of these homeless people in the dead of winter? Because don't nobody be using these field houses in the wintertime, most of them. Most of these field houses in the dead of winter is empty. And so why you can't let some of these people sleep in there and have Meals on Wheels, bring some meals over there to help some of these people? And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these people are immigrants. A lot of these people can't even speak English. But what about the Native Americans who've been here? And they've been kicked to the curb. What about the Afro-Americans? They've been kicked to the curb.
You think they're immigrants? No, I don't know. Let's do research on it. You think they immigrants that's mostly homeless?
Oh,
I don't believe it.
it's not
Because they
that
always
many
give them a
immigrants
Excuse
because
me.
they give
Yeah.
them Somalians all over North.
That's what I'm talking about. They're not immigrants.
They be getting places, but they haven't experienced these UDs like we have because they haven't been in this country long enough. They don't, a lot of these illegal immigrants haven't been here no time at all.
And they don't have Social Security over there in their countries and stuff. There's no way to check if they murderers or killers or what. You cannot do that because you don't have no way to check up on them.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen. Now you might be right. Maybe not on the immigrants, but I don't know. We're gonna have to go down there and see, like we used to do investigative reporting. Because you know I don't believe it. Because I'll tell you who's out on homeless. As it's the Native Americans and the African Americans. That's the most of the homeless. And then some a few whites. You know, there's some whites. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't believe those Somalians, those Koreans, you know, those Asian people is homeless because look here, they give them a place to stay like that Riverside, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the apartments, because they
They gave all
stay there,
them to the
and they put them
Somalis.
all out
Mhm.
and gave it to those people over there. So because
The
they
one
said they
is
are
behind
refugees.
Perkins. Behind Perkins.
Yeah,
the
that
two
big, that tall
buildings.
building. Yeah.
You
Uh-huh.
know, but
Yeah.
no,
So
I'm
they
not.
got a place.
I'm not pointing out no set of.
No,
people.
he said that the people
You
was
know,
homeless. A lot of
because
I understood.
a lot of the these people the ones who just come, they're going to be experiencing UDs pretty soon. Unless we get
No,
this
they
UD,
not.
unless we get this UD amnesty bill passed.
Those people
And
not
see-
gonna experience UDs.
and
You know what? You know who do you think they got the UDs for, love?
for people that can't afford to.
But really, who gets the UDs?
Well, mostly black folks.
Well, then, there you go. That's what that UD law for. It's for African Americans.
But that's cruel and unjust punishment.
Well, they don't care
to
about
punish
cruel and
somebody
unjust.
7 to 10 years because the company they worked for closed up, or they lost their job, or they got laid off, or what have you. Now you're going to get, you lost your job. Now you're going to lose your apartment too because you can't afford to pay. And see, and the people that we have to help people, they can only do so much because of the fact, like community action, for instance. Like they'll help you to an extent, but if you got 3, 4, 5 kids and stuff, what what
They'll
one
help
month is going to do?
They'll help
You know, like they ask you, okay, well we help you this month. How you going
That's
to be
welfare.
able?
That
How you
ain't
going to be
community
able to
action.
pay for them next month?
That's the welfare. Now let me tell you something. When that crook Bill Davis was messing up all the money, no, they would help you sometime.
That was a community
All
action.
right. They would not help you sometime as well. That was on some, well, it was Park Street, right? All right, now he gone. They closed up the whole office. Instead of these people getting somebody else to take his place as director, they just, you know, they just closed. Well, conspiracy. Yeah, I go again. Because they could have got anybody, to, you know, that somebody that had, you know, credentials and everything to take over his place, like they usually do on every other job. They just say DON was caught, you know, stealing money with the administrator of, you know, nursing home. What they would do, they're not gonna close the whole nursing home up. What they'll do, they'll just let them go and then they serve time, or if they don't, you know, they might get away, but they're not working there, and they'll get somebody else to take their place. What do these people do? And who mostly need that community action? They like, and they get paid African Americans, I tell you. And guess what? Instead they get somebody else to take Bill Davis' place, they close the whole building down. So now you gotta go all the way to St. Louis Park, which if you don't have a car, you gotta take 2 or 3 buses to get over there. Okay. Do you see the difference? What I'm saying, love?
Yeah. Well, for television audience, like that, all of you understood what she was saying. But what I want to pass on to you is this: we need you to support this UD amnesty bill. Get Senator Amy Klobuchar, get her back behind us. Keith Ellison, he of the people that I'm getting ready to name right now, these people that have been supporting and fighting for the UD amnesty bill with me for the last 20 years. Amy Klobuchar, Senator Amy Klobuchar, Keith Ellison, who's Attorney General now, Adrian Jenkins, who was the
City councilman.
city council chief vice president, uh, uh,
Jacob Fry, the mayor.
Jacob Fry. He's the mayor, but he ain't been with us the last 20 years. Though.
Yeah, but you know what? We met Jacob right after we came from Ohio.
For the last 6 years, Jacob.
Not
been,
6. It was longer than that. We've been from Ohio in 2009, so 2010. So
he wasn't even in the third ward.
He was none of them. He was just a lawyer.
He was just a lawyer.
Just a lawyer, and guess what? He was fighting for the homeless people too.
So Jeff Hayden and Bobby Joe Champion. Just to mention a few. And see, these are the same people. When the House meets again in I think it's going to be in May and June after this election and all this other stuff, we want to get before the House because we already got put it in the right language.
Karen Clark is the main one.
She wants, like when we wanted her to support 1 year, she said she would support the UD amnesty bill, but the people should be chastised for 2 years. I don't think the people should be chastised for 2 years because of the fact that the children have to be chastised too. Now, so you're gonna put these people out because they lost. No, Karen Clark. No. Which one Karen was? Karen Clark is to put the thing down. But
first, Keith did it first, and he said 1 year.
It was one of the Karen. It was somebody who wrote the letter to me.
She might have wrote the letter say 2 years, but
Linda.
All right.
That's who I'm talking about. Linda Berg.
Yeah, she said 2 years, but Karen Clark got 1 year. And actually, it's and we got the papers, so we should have had it. HR or something, some kind of law that they
House, HR did the numbers and stuff, and because you have to put it in the right language in order for it to even go before the board.
So they vote.
So before they vote on it, it's a whole. All you guys have seen how the building of the city hall, not city hall, the state capitol is situated. All them big old seats, and then people.
But they probably have been inside now.
But it's going to be on the inside.
A lot of people have not seen what we've seen because they don't go up there.
They've seen it on television. Everybody's seen television. But nevertheless,
you see me roll my eyes at it, don't you? This is live, and this is on the YouTube, and a lot of people have never been to the capitals. And the only reason I've been at St. Paul because we politically active up here. But in Illinois, I never seen the capitol because it was in Springfield in Chicago. You see the difference?
Well, it's in St. Paul here, and they show it on television all the time up here.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen that state capitol 100 times or more on television. Okay. But nevertheless, people, the reason that let me reacquaint you with one of the reasons for this UD amnesty bill. First of all, it's a direct travesty of our constitutional rights under the 14th Amendment. And secondly, I don't feel that people should be punished for that length of time because they lost their job or their business closed up. And third, people shouldn't be having to get put out because they wouldn't have nothing to do with the landlord. And there's so many different reasons that this UD amnesty bill should be passed.
The people on YouTube don't know how it is.
I want to get people to back me up when, as far as the landlords is concerned, like people that when we do the tenant training and certification, they'll get a certificate. And then with this certificate, we can vendor, if the people have a history of not being able to pay their rent for whatever reason, then vendor this or vendor part of to the landlord so that he will be more willing to give these people another chance, the ones who have the UDs and stuff. Because, like a lot of the landlords, they have to suffer some type of financial setback too when people don't pay their rent or what have you. And they have to be constantly fixing up on the building. They have to pay taxes on their buildings every year. And so they can't do this without getting their rent. and stuff. And so if you don't pay your rent, so this is where the landlord's coming from, for punished from 7 to 10 years. That's nonsense. That's ludicrous.
Well, they don't even
So,
know what UDs is. That's why I'm trying to get you to
unlawful detainers.
Okay, what is unlawful detainers?
Unlawful detainers is an action that landlords can take against tenants for not paying their rent for whatever reason.
You understand YouTube now? Okay.
And see, people like a landlord, he can come up with all types of people. You may ask him for me to fix this too much. I ain't got time to fix it. And then what you may do, you say, well, he won't fix the toilet, or he won't fix this or fix that. So you just hold back rent. Don't do that. Put your rent in escrow or put it in where, but always have your rent. So if you do have to go to court, the landlord, Judge, Your Honor, I refuse to give this man another penny until these fixtures are fixed up.
What's escrow?
Well, I can use escrow is an account that you can set up where it's like the money's go there, sort of like vendor it to it.
Where do you set the account?
You can set it up in escrow account in any bank.
Oh, well, I thought you could set up in court or something.
No.
Or just at a bank.
Yeah, you said.
I'll start asking these questions so he can tell you, because you might not know what he's talking about.
Mm.
And I see I was wrong with that one. I thought that they had to set it up in court or something. I didn't know they could just set it up in a bank.
No, you set up for escrow.
That's all you do. All you do is just save your money up there, and then have
No,
the rent
but
on time.
they're the ones who really be saving it up for you, because in fact, just every time you put some money in the bank, they get some interest off of it. The longer you let your money sit up there, the more interest you get. And who you think getting that? The bank.
All right, now you know what? See, a lot of people, when they don't fix them, they're not gonna pay their rent. They're gonna hold. They're asking for a while.
And once they
I
start
can't blame
holding,
them, because you know what I would do?
they're gonna end up spending the money.
No.
That's reason for the escrow account.
That's what I would do. If he refuses to fix up something, then
You
I would
move.
have to move. You're
You're
right.
right.
I'll give me another place. I'm not going
But
to
see,
stay in no ragged place.
it's difficult to move in most instances. Like say for instance, like you got 3 or 4 kids, and you got 2 or 3 rooms for the furniture, like front room, bedrooms, etc. It costs you anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 to move, and then you got to pay 2 months rent and a month's security, or 2 months security and a month's rent. So that we talking about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Well, you can't stay there rats running around. I would
Sure
stay there.
can.
I'll just leave everything and start over. Ain't no way I would stay, and the man won't get the people, or I would call, in that case, the people come, exterminate and whatnot. But in the case like your toilet, and then, see, some people pay a plumber, and you just take it out that money.
Mm-hmm.
But then the landlord will get mad about that. So you know what? I would just move. I work and I move, and I have my money.
Well, you always got
and I'll
to
be out of there. That's what I would
if
do.
you've always got to have a paper trail. If you do, as my wife suggests, just go ahead on and pay people. You make sure that you have the date you paid and how much you paid.
What if you don't fix up something? That's the
But
issue.
if he don't fix it up, if he don't fix it up, you paying to get it fixed.
All right,
you paying
so
the
say,
plumber.
take it out the rent money, right?
Take it out the rent
and
money.
write it down, but they still be mad. They want you.
They can get mad if they want to. They take you to court. They take you to court. You got proof. You did this. You couldn't afford to have your family living there in under these inhuman situations and stuff. And then if he have the audacity to want to take you to court, you got proof that you didn't try. You didn't try to contact him. You didn't ask him and ask him. So you went and got somebody yourself to do the work.
Like we didn't have no heat. Remember that?
Yep.
And I said, well, look, I'm gone. You stay on up here in Hampton. And he had to go
And
to
she
court.
went back to Ohio.
I went to Gary. No, that time when we was over there on the south side, and you should see that furnace. It was like out the 40s. The furnace was so old, the building space, they said that furnace should have been out of there. It was so cold, Minneapolis was cold. And guess what? Snow, not on the outside, it was inside.
Your ice all on the
I went to
inside.
my friends Gary and I said, no, I can't stand in this camp. Sister girl is gone. He went to court. Them people had nerve to put the UD UD, he went to court complaining about them. Remember
Oh,
that?
but most
And we didn't give him another penny. We moved too.
99% of the time, when matter of fact, 100% of the time, Father God has always made me make us win. Because we have right on our side. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you.
But then you still got UD on
you.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta get it
like,
on.
but see, like, you ever heard of the word expungement? See, that's what the UD amnesty bill gonna do. It's going to expunge them off of your records.
Wipe away.
Completely wipe it away. This is what we are fighting for. This is the reason for this UD amnesty bill. We don't want our kids to have to experience, when they get 19, 20, 21, they may want to get their own apartment. But you got a UD on you, and your kids get a UD on them.
Depends on the landlord.
And see,
I
I think that's wrong.
The housing authority, what did they do? They put on your sister, everybody that was in the house.
That
was wrong. They should just put on your sister, not everybody in the house.
In there,
all her
give
kids.
UD.
And how many they give y'all? 10.
It was.
You told me somebody got 10.
10
apiece.
But she had so many kids.
And you know what? They should have given it to no kids. They're not the one that had the
UD.
No, they're not. They don't have a contract. It's her with that contract.
See, this is the reason that these laws have got to change. Now, just like these people are up there on the expressway right now with the tents and stuff, they shouldn't have to be in tents there. You know, like FEMA. What happened to FEMA? Why?
Because they're not helping. They say that Minneapolis can help their own. So they say this state got a lot of money.
Minnesota got
so they do have a lot of money. They can build everything else.
Yep.
Okay, so now look here. 2 weeks ago, it was cold. And guess what? Some people sleeping on the train. I heard it on the news. And they said, well, we got to get these people out the train. Well, somebody had to open the door so they can get and sleep on the train.
Mm-hmm. Well, they be sleeping in garages. Yeah. They be sleeping in abandoned cars. And especially around these places where these junkyards, where the cars at, people be around them and stuff. And see, these are implorable conditions. The people shouldn't have to go through this. We be paying taxes on everything. We even pay taxes to breathe. We pay for water and everything. So why are we being subjected to these type of conditions when it's not necessary? And just like, especially the Native Americans, I really feel that they got dealt a bad deal from the beginning. Because every place that they was at, you know, like when white man found they had gold there, they had a gold rush or a silver rush and stuff.
They always had to leave where they was.
Take them Indians' countries from them. Matter of fact, all of Hawaii, not Hawaii, all of California and most of Texas were run by Mexicans. But they let the United States know there was gold there.
Arizona, New Mexico too. You forgot about them.
Yeah.
And about the Southwest.
And see, everywhere they thought that it was gold.
Well, you know, this government trying to do it up here.
Hmm?
Do you remember when Tim Pawlenty was in? Well, he wanted to, him and his staff, well, was in office, wanted to start taking a percentage out of Mystic Lake. And they said, no, you can't touch that Indian's money. No, you didn't go too far. Talking about start taxing them.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing. They talk about that. You know, people, y'all can get mad at me all y'all want to, but I'm gonna tell you something. I think Donald Trump is doing a good job for the length of time that he's been in office. I've seen more changes than I've seen under any president since I've been here in this state. I wouldn't say this country, but this state, because I was born in this country. But the fact still remains. We have so
I think you're doing an excellent job, because I'm going to tell you something. People's checks, if you don't see nothing else, you should see an increase on your check. And if you don't see that, oh well.
Well, but they setting up so many. They set up so many pitfalls. Everything that they could think. You know what? And then I'm gonna tell you something, Thomas, or just to take this back. This is still in context of moving forward with the difference maker. Anytime 20, 25, 30 years later, you're gonna come up and say that somebody touched you 20, 25, 30 years ago, then he should have touched you. You're going to say like you're going to talk about you were scared to say something 30 years ago. Like you see this
They
man.
just do it with people with money. They don't do it with nobody
You
poor.
trying to messing up this man's life,
Mess up his whole life. His
and
marriage,
his family's
his
life,
family,
and everybody.
John.
Oh, your daddy was this. Oh, your mom was this.
That gotta be horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I can't even conceive that.
And I don't even know how they still. Now they got a lot of bad laws in the books, but to me, I don't think that nobody. If you ain't said nothing in 20 years, notwithstanding that there should never be like if somebody that murdered, if they could prove murder after that time, it shouldn't be no.
No, but you
time
can't
limit
say
on
nothing
that.
after a year. Talk about 20 years. Matter of fact, after
Well, I'm
a
talking
few
about
months.
somebody touched you.
Yeah, but you should say it right there. Don't even wait till next year to do it. You know,
Yeah.
if somebody
Wait 20,
touch
25, 30
you, why
years
you
later.
wait? Period.
It's just like it was somebody that came on television the other day talking about, I'm coming, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I'm gonna say so and so touched me 25 years ago. Well, whoop.
That person must have been rich. 'Cause I bet you if I say, pretend like you are, all right, we're not married nothing. I said, okay, well, you know, I was in my 18. And,
19.
Yeah, a kid, you know, and you was funneling me and touching me. And I didn't tell my mom or nobody back then. Now listen here.
And I'm
I'm
talking
going to
30
wait
years
there
later.
30 years later. But listen, now if you poor, you're not gonna get a dime. Notice all these people that they talking got money, a lot of money, so they can sue them. If they can't sue them with the criminal, they can get civil suits. They never mention the civil money that these families get because they are. Okay, so now you don't have a dime. I'm not gonna say, oh, you touched me because I'm not gonna get no money anyway. But if you was rich, I would. And I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm through with talking about the president because I told Lord we're not gonna keep talking about him every week.
I ain't talking about.
Now I'm gonna mention this part. Now, they all on Kanye talking about he's crazy and everything. That's what they do when he speaks his mind like we do. You know, we talk about what's going on, and if you don't like it, that's too bad. We don't care, and he don't care. He got the same mind for me because he tell it like it is, and he don't care if you don't like the president.
That's your
business. We call everybody else the president, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you didn't like the president, he don't care. That have nothing to do with him, and we the same way. So now, you know, people are trying to control you and tell you who you can like or not. They're all on him, but Jim Brown, because I got the thing on the YouTube, Jim Brown was right there with him. Nobody mentions him, and nobody never mentions him. Nobody's not going to tell Jim Brown nothing. Now, why?
Jim Brown might not.
Yeah, he's not going to be bothered with them people. They know not to even mention him or even to address him. But he was sitting right next to them. Okay, so but going back to now ask yourself that now.
Okay.
Take that one to the bank. You're not gonna mention nothing about Jim Brown. Okay. Now, but going back.
Back to UDs.
The UD amnesty thing.
Like we're trying to set it. We're not trying to. We're going to set it up where it's like in May. We're going to have the UD amnesty bill will be passed this in 2019. This UD amnesty bill will pass. Ain't no hope. We got all the chess pieces in place now. There's no reason where these people cannot pass this UD amnesty bill. They see that it's direct violation. They see that it's destroying too many families. They see it's destroying homes. They see it's destroying people. And so we have got to get this UD amnesty bill passed. And people that support us, we're going to let you know who these people are, and we want you to write these people and what have you to, and get them to jump on the bandwagon.
You know why I said we hope? I say everything I say is a purpose. Now, it's a big business that people being homeless. You know, a lot of people get paid. Just think about the shelters. The one in charge, they get paid. It's a big business with that. Okay, so let's pretend like I'm homeless. Okay, now, how in the world am I going to go and get me a job and I got to pay that shelter money, like, you know, downtown? What's the name of that thing? Harbor Lights. Now, I'm taking my contract and giving it to them that I can catch the bus and go. Another thing, all right, you got to have an address. You got to have your own phone, so you got your cell phone. Because if you wait for them to call their phone, they may not give you the phone or a job. You know what? People is funny. I'm gonna tell you. That's why I said, you can't trust nobody. He do, I don't. Okay, no part I can see him, I don't trust you. And that's the way my nature is. Okay, so now look here. How in the world did you let it get out of control all these years and didn't do nothing about it? Okay.
Some funny
All right.
somewhere.
Now let me tell you something. Now, our homeless people, now I'm not saying all homeless people, but some of this crime is with homeless people. You know why? What do they have to lose? They go to jail, they got a place to stay, and they can
3
eat.
square meals.
Yeah. So what do I have to
A
lose
roof
if I hit
over
you in the
their
head
head.
and try to rob? But I'm gonna tell you something. Oh yeah, TV land, be careful about. Stop and don't do it no more. We're not gonna do it. I just heard this yesterday. I don't know what state it is. My girlfriend was telling me this last night. Be careful. Last week, this lady was stopped by a mother with her baby. Well, we guess it's her baby. Saying that, do you have any money? She pulled out her wallet, out her purse. So she had to be outside. The man came around the corner. That's how they do work too. So you gotta watch these work. And not only did he snatch her purse, took her purse, he stabbed her so many times and she died.
Dirty dog.
This is real life. Now it's not up here because we still hear about it, so it's another state. But now let me tell you something. The purse wasn't enough. He just went on.
He was just a vicious demon.
Didn't even know him, and didn't know the woman, and just killed. She was just trying to help. And you know what? Sometimes people ask me when I used to give it stuff. It depends, and then sometimes I won't. But sometimes they ask, and I won't give it to them because I think like this. You're right. I said now when I go on my purse, and he or she see this, they might snatch the purse for real. Mm-hmm. And here's another one. Can I use your phone? Never let no stranger use your phone. Some old friends you can't either. Because they might run with your phone. Then what?
Or might be making calls that they ain't got no business calling.
Oh yeah, then you be in trouble.
You be in trouble.
And then too, I'm gonna tell you another thing, lastly. He told me this. Well, I did this before I met him. When you going into your home, even in the daytime, matter of fact, lock your door. But that ain't what we talked about. I'm just mentioning to you right now, lock your door. But listen, when you going in your house, have your keys in your hand, even in the daytime. That's good practice. You don't have time to be running around fumbling in your pocket.
Or your purse.
Or your purse. If somebody's watching you and want to rob you, you have your keys in your hand at all times. And it's around Christmas season, and it's going to be a lot of robberies.
So
do not isolate yourself.
And always try to have some type of companion with you. Especially if
don't go by yourself.
You go into hotels, you traveling, like you visiting somebody for the holidays.
And you going shopping. You need to have somebody with you going shopping.
Yep.
People be looking around and stuff.
And trust me, no matter how many cameras they have on these places, there's still somebody out there watching you and stuff. And no matter, it makes a difference how many cameras you have. If they can get to you before the people who watching you out the cameras can save you, it ain't doing you no good. So be on your toes. Be more than one person and learn how to scream. If you see something ain't right, somebody try to put their hand around you, try to snatch your purse up, you scream, help, help. Whatever your scream may be.
Chicago last week. She told me last week, but week before last. So now, 2 women was about to be abducted in Morgan Park of all places, but they got away. So they're snatching people in Chicago. You got to be very careful. And
kidnapping them and selling
that's not selling their organs. That's right. They want the organs. That's right.
Yeah,
and you better stay out them hospitals too, TV Land.
Yeah, and
like keep running up there.
You got to be careful.
That's right.
Like all these people say, well, you're an organ donor. Be careful.
Don't put it on your license. Because
Don't
we've
tell
been in
them.
contact. Well, I am going to tell them that. Because if you listen, well, I had put it on my license, and another husband told me, you better get down. I said, why? They said, because if you have a car accident, they're not going to try to save you. So I said, oh, I was just trying to help people. And I got that taken off. But what I'm saying,
you may not even be there yet. They say, oh,
that's right.
That organ looking good. And so and so
need that organ.
Yeah, and so you have to be on your toes for that. But one of the things, like we was in Vegas, the lady told us to be very careful because they was snatching people instead of taking them into the desert, taking them organs. They wouldn't kill the people, but they might with them. But when you wake up and you ain't got nothing but one of your kidneys in there, you feel like you've been violated and everything else. I mean, well, you have been violated. You wake up and then you got a kidney missing.
Well, you know what?
That's not funny.
No, it's not, because they had Claude Van Damme, an excellent actor, and he was in this hotel with that woman, and his kidney was gone. Do you remember that?
That picture?
Yeah, that was good. And he had to wind up killing the people. But that woman,
that's
right. And then I'm gonna tell you another one. Now this is what happened. We said sitting there, we're not real gamblers, we just sitting up there, and Jerome was playing a little, and I'm looking at laughing, and I'm drinking the margaritas, right? And I said, well, this is a great big one, I had to give him $1, $2, and so it was at 10 o'clock. I'll never forget it as long as I live. And I knew something was wrong with my daughter. She went to Vegas, both of them, when, a couple of months before we did. And she must have had a dream or premonition. I told her about it before I came over here. And she remembered. She said, Mama, where's my love at? All right, don't go. And she kept calling. I said, what is it, Sinead? Mom, where is he at? And she said, you need to go to the bathroom. You better stay right outside that door. She must have had a bed because guess what? When we was there, we was at that New Frontier. That hotel was so raggedy, we sounded like we heard screws missing when we was going, but they tore that off. But anyway, we was at the New Frontier, and I said, oh, this might be good. And she said, it's good. I said, yeah. She was about me, right? And she said, well, you got to be careful at night. I said, why? She said, well, especially around 1 o'clock, the lady get. She said, because these Johns be sitting up here, and they be gambling. Next thing you know, one of the women put a Mickey in their drinks, and next thing you know, they wake up in the desert, or either in Mexico with their kidney out. It scared me so bad. And I kept thinking about my daughter. I said, Mom, be careful. It scared. I said, come on, love. You hear that, love? I said, come on, we're going in. We went in. I said, love, make sure that door is locked. You come on, lock. You see, it's dangerous going to hotels today. Now, you got to use wisdom. We got Jesus with us, but baby, you still got to use wisdom.
God helps those who help themselves.
Now, because that girl got killed in that hotel in Rosemont, and then it was put in the freezer. Now, what you think? They didn't say no kidney was gone. I guarantee you it was gone. She couldn't have been that drunk. Think about you, man. You 18 years old.
Drunk, you're going to get refrigerated and smothered to death.
Listen, if you 18 and 19 and 20, do you remember them years? I know I did, and when I used to drink, and it was cheap drink, it was no whiskey, wine and stuff. You know what? And then I could drink real fast. Kids drink real fast. We drink slow, they drink fast. Okay, so the faster you drink, the drunker you're going to get. Ain't no way you can even walk. No way. You in a hotel room, you're going to lay down. That's what you're going to do. You might throw up, then you're going to lay down. Ain't no way you're going to be able to walk anywhere and go all the way downstairs and get in the freezer and close yourself up in there. So that's why I said, you got to be there, and you know what, those people got away with it too. And they say Chicago, actually it's Rosebud. You know where Rosebud is, up north. It's not too far, it's really not too far from the O'Hare Field. But anyway, and so now it's all whites up there, And she shouldn't even been up there, She should have been at home, with her mom at 18 years old, and way up at the hotel. So you know what? This is why he keeps telling you. You got to talk to your children all the time. All right, what did you learn, David, in school today? Starting preschool. And don't be surprised to tell you, oh, we learned something about likings. And that's words, right? Or don't be surprised, we was reading Harry Potter. Or don't be surprised, we was playing Dungeons and Dragons in school. They started with little kids. You know why? Because little kids' mind is so impressionable. you can mold them like clay. Okay, those little brains. Okay, so now once those little kids, those spirits gets into them, that's why they act out. That's why they be fighting, hollering, screaming, you know, because all the demonic forces, you
They
know,
got them
now,
on all these internets and everything. I mean, little kids can pull up on stuff, but I'm computer illiterate.
all the way. He don't even
But
know how to turn it on.
all these
All the
kids
way.
know
And
everything.
he don't want to know either. Go ahead.
No, I don't. You know, if I'm 70 years old, I haven't learned all these years. You know, like I just hired somebody to do. As a matter of fact, that's what I got you for.
Yeah.
But never.
I'm listening to higher. It's me. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, television audience, I want you to remember what I'm saying as far as the UDs and one of the reasons for the it's important that we get this UD amnesty bill, passed immediately, and we can be reached at 763-703-0546. If you have any questions and you want to support us, you want to work with us to get these UD amnesty bill passed, please do and call us because we welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you.
Actually, talking about the different maker award ceremony, and if they want to volunteer, help out in that.
Yeah, we have an award ceremony, probably around June, and this is for different people that are making a difference in people's lives, that are really working hard for the homeless people, and different other activities that relates to helping people.
Now, if they want to help us, they're welcome to call the number again.
Yeah, and the number again is 763-703-0546. And I have a cell phone. It's 763-203-4583.
I don't remember it because I can't remember.
We got so many different telephones. That's the reason I don't even call. But television audience, it's always a pleasure being here with you. And I'm looking forward to being with you again in the very near future. I know this has only been 50 minutes.
Well, we have to wait. She'll give us the time. Yeah, she'll come and tell us. Now listen, so we leaving this year. This has been one of the best years it has for me. And as a matter of fact, our entire family on both sides. Because my husband was very ill in September. And actually it was the day after our anniversary. And in the hospital for 2 weeks and in the coma 5 days. Wasn't breathing, the machines was breathing for him, and then he couldn't walk, and you see him sitting here talking today. Now, how better year could that be? And we say, yay for
Come
Jesus.
on, somebody.
Hallelujah.
Tell the truth and shame.
Hallelujah. Because we kept our faith. And you were saying what? You don't accept those conditions?
I don't accept them conditions.
That's right. And I know
and
I wasn't going to accept
all negative
I wasn't going to accept those conditions, and that was it.
Well, I know this is.
This was a real good year for us.
This is moving forward with the difference maker. But, you know, like a prayer, one of the prayers that David said comes to my mind, it goes something like this. Unto thee, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed, and let not mine enemies triumph over me. Father God, let none that wait on thee be ashamed, but let them that transgress without cause be ashamed. Show me your paths, O Lord. Teach me your ways. Lead me and guide me in your truth. For you are the God of my salvation, and you I have waited all my life. And television audience,
amen.
The reason the Holy Spirit gave that to me to say right there, because I feel that out there right now, someone under the sound of my voice could use a little upbringing. Yeah. You know, television audience, for years, when it came around Christmas time, I was real sad because that's when I lost my grandmother. And my grandmother, she raised me, and we buried her on the 23rd of December 1960. Yep, 1960 we buried her. but she died on the 17th or 18th. But I said that to say that I know that grandma still up there somewhere looking down and smiling because she knows that she raised to the best she could, just like my mother raised us the best she could, just like right now, television audience, your family, they did the best they could. The older ones,
Yes.
they did the best they could. The young ones doing the best they can. But we have got to help them and point them in the right direction. And I will reiterate this one more time. Please get involved in your children's lives, their children's whereabouts. Know where your children go. They say, well, I want to spend the night with Sally. We just had an all girls night. Nonsense.
No.
You're not going over Sally's house.
Let them stay home.
With
nobody. You don't know what them people doing in their house. Their parents. You don't know.
Their parents may not even be there.
That's right. Might be gone, might be at work. No.
And see, kids, you got to start respecting your parents and your elders more, because a lot of bad things is happening to young people because of their disrespect and they bad mouth and they wasn't taught and raised, to hold a peace and stuff. Sometimes when you know that you're in right, sometimes you just got to get quiet. Because I remember a lot of times when I was coming up, when I say something, I'd be in the right, but I couldn't say nothing because Mama would beat the skin off me and stuff. So I said that to say, know when to speak. Well, how they say in poker, know when to hold and when to fold. Know when to say something and when to not to say something. You are responsible for yourself and for your children's lives. And people, they look up to you. Well, they may not always say, Mama, I love you, or Daddy, I love you. But they love you. They know you're doing the best you can. And you talking about what you want Santa to bring. You know what? You've got to quit disillusion. Santa ain't bringing them nothing. You, Santa Claus, you the one who brings it. You said you get them the proper understanding, and so that they'll know that they don't be going on another generation teaching their children that Santa Claus come down to the chimney or the Easter Bunny lays eggs. Whoever heard of a rabbit laying eggs? And there are a lot of miscarriages that's been put out there and brainwashing children to thinking the wrong way. And see, when I was young, like we wanted to be cowboys. Some of us wanted to be police, and the ones who wanted to be police are police. The ones who wanted to be cowboys, we are not cowboys. So you got to take reality, and sift through it, and be the best that you can be. You're constantly better than this. You got to learn how to arouse creation of thought. You've got to learn to do the things that better yourself, make your environment proud of you. Like Abraham Lincoln said, I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lived. I like to see a man live so that place would be proud of him.
You know what, love? I told you before. And you think about it, when we say when the Cowboys in, do you remember, did you used to go to the show when you was a little boy? Yes, you did.
Love Cowboys.
And I used to go to the show, and for the Cowboys, we'd be rooting for them, and we hated the Indians, don't you remember?
Well, most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time the black people did. He said most of the time, all the time. We wanted to be Cowboys and we didn't like the Indians, right? And that was a form of brainwash back then.
That was brainwash.
That was brainwash. You had to hate. Now you're gonna see as a kid at the show, and we was clapping when the John Wayne and all them, right? Okay. But when the Indians, we hated them. Do you remember that? We said, oh, good. They get shot. Good. That was brainwashed back then.
We didn't just like Tonto though.
No, we love Tonto.
Because he was with the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, tell me, this has been a pretty interesting year. 2018. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a little disheartened too, because people have they no respect for each other no more. They're just like last week in Chicago. Now, what, 60 something, 90 something?
3 weeks, 93 people.
19. Now, why was
They got
93
shot. I don't know
people
how
get
many
shot?
died, but you know.
You know, I mean, that's worse than when we was in Vietnam and stuff. Sometimes we go weeks, months without them many people getting killed or shot. And that was an official war zone over there in Saigon, Pleiku, Da Nang. You know, but I said that to say that this is the reason that you have got to be involved in your children's lives. And you
Right.
got to uh, teach your children not to be so much of a follower, but a leader. I've seen when I was coming up, I used to see people talk people into doing things. They know they was wrong. They know they was taught better. But they gonna let this person talk them into doing something, and they end up in trouble. And the person who talked them into it always tell on them,
Always.
and they get out. But here you gonna serve time, and you didn't do nothing but go being with him. Association, bad associations for us useful habits. Boy, that's one of the reasons I'm constantly saying, get to know your children, get to be around them, get involved in their life, get involved in their schoolwork, check their homework every now and then. You don't.
All you gotta do is go up there and visit the school. Don't even tell them you coming up there. Just one day Saturday.
Just say, oh, I just want to see how my children is doing.
Yeah, and you just look around and see.
My mama used to do that. She said, Drew, your mama, I just seen her coming in the door. Oh man, I got scared. I knew matter of fact, every time mama come to school, I got scared because I didn't know whether I was going to get a killing when I got home or not.
Or went to school too, right?
Yeah, school. She would grab you and whoop you right in front of the whole classroom, and everybody would be they just say, "Oh," and I was supposed to be so cool back then. I'm 12 years, 13 years old. Back then, we used to dress sharp. I'm 12, 13, I'm sharp.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
And mama come up there with the ironing cord.
What the boys in the bathroom
say, brother, your mama, she got the ironing cord there.
And what happened?
I go try to hide in the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom.
Miss Loves, he. They used to tell on me and stuff. I was for Leroy Porsche and Larry Jordan, all of them. I remember them. This was, what, 65, 70 years old.
He said some boys, she went to the bathroom too.
Oh, shoot. If you was with me and you did something, the teacher said you did something too, mama grab you and whoop you too. She can't do that now because she get put in jail. She will put her under the jail because she wasn't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
Well, I have talked as much as I can talk now. We did 2 shows today.
And so I'll finish up until the lady come and get us because I'm not gonna cut my show close. No, but love, he had to go pay your water bill properly. But yeah. So yeah, it's just imagine I did lose. Okay, 5 more minutes, and yeah, and I did lose my father too, but he was sick, you know, and I lost him July 27th. He lived to be 87, and he would have been 88 November 2nd, and he's always around me spiritually, you know, because I do believe in heaven, and I believe in hell too. But you know what? He always had a smile, and that's why I smile a lot too. You know, he always had a funny thing to tell you. You know, cancer overtook him, and you know, and it was just one of them things. You know, and this is life, but he did everything he wanted to do in life. He lived a happy life, and he believed in the Lord too. And you know what? He raised us up with morals and values. There's 5 of us. Morals and values. Education, or you was going to go to college. It was a matter of when, but hopefully it was right after high school. It was expected of you to go, so it was 5 kids, 4 out of 5 went and became professionals. And the other one, she did very well, the baby. And right now she's here and also other welfare places. in Chicago. But you know, so my father has proud of us, you know, that we live successful lives. But we was raised up in Sunday school. You had to go where you wanted to go online. And that was the way it went. So you know, it is still one of the best in my life because of my husband. You know, he got sick right after him. But you know, usually be three people that died in the family, right? Three children come in, three babies, three deaths. And I wasn't going to accept that spirit for my husband to be one of them, you know. But my father, you know, uh, is appointed for man to die in his judgment. Okay, a time to born, a time to die. He lived from 1930 to 2018. I thank God that I'm his daughter. I got a chance to know him because some people never even knew their fathers, you know. I got a chance to know him, and you know, that's the way it goes. He gone, so you know, and you got to accept life the way it is, you know. And you can't be mad at God because some people is mad when they love one leave. Number one, they're not gonna live forever. Number two, if they're real sick, you're very selfish for wanting to keep them around because they be in pain and you won't want to suffer, you know, in pain, you know. And so, you know, you just encourage. So I'm encouraging you all to have a blessed Christmas and have a happy New Year because, you know, we was able to see the rest of this year and go into another year. And in Jesus' name, we will be seeing another year. God bless you, and I love you. Call me 763 703 0546. 763 703 0546. People get ready. There's a train a coming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. God bless you.